Hello everyone, welcome back to Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney, and we're going to be talking a little bit about getting a good fit on patterns in the context of sewing for others. So we are entering a holiday season. I know a lot of us do a little bit of sewing for others. I have two garments here that I actually can't even show you on bodies yet because I don't have my kids here to put them on to them. Darn it for them for leaving for college. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this because I think as we go into this gift giving season, or just any time of year, if you're someone that enjoys sewing for others, maybe why you might want to sew for others. We're going to delve into that a little bit today. And specifically, we're talking about two button-up shirts that I've made here. Now, if you're someone, I love to make button-up shirts. It is my absolute, I think, favorite thing for me to make. My favorite garment. I love to wear, clearly love to wear them. I love to sew them. I find them very therapeutic. In fact, I've got two long sleeve ones cut out for my son that I want to make that are more weather appropriate. This isn't really fall, winter appropriate, but we'll talk about that in a second. I just really, really love making them. If you're someone that is interested in tackling the world of button-up shirts, whether it's a convertible collar, these are both convertible collar patterns, or a regular, sorry, hit the microphone, collar and collar stand like your more traditional button-up shirt, we've got a class, the Shirt Making 101, that walks you through all of the different aspects of making a button-up shirt. Whether it's a convertible collar, a standard collar, different sleeve plackets, different cuff, all sorts of stuff that we cover. And this is information that works for both a traditional male shirt versus a traditional female shirt. It will cover it all. The only difference between the male shirt and the female shirt is that male shirt doesn't have bust darts, although some female shirts also don't have bust darts, and you're putting your buttons on the opposite side for a male shirt, which I did mess up once for my husband. And he really can't button it at all. It's kind of funny. Anyway, that class is available, and I'll leave that link down in the description box. But let's talk a little bit about what sewing does for us as we are sewing for ourselves. I find the reason I think that sewing is such a fantastic hobby, not only is it a creative outlet, and it also really works the left side of your brain in problem solving and in construction, period. But I also find that sewing is such a wonderful hobby because of what it does for your mental health, not only in having a creative art that you are working in, but also when you get to that point, and it really isn't a far point to go from beginner to getting to a point where you're creating really great fitting garments, the boost in how you feel about your body, because it's not our bodies, guys, it's the clothes. Just always. It is not our bodies, it is the clothes in all aspects. And when you can make clothes that fit you, clothes that you want to wear, and the colors that you want to wear, and the styles you want to wear, that fit you really well, it is a game changer when it comes to how you project yourself to the world. And I feel like, and that's one of the reasons that I do what I do here on the channel, here at Tomcat Stitchery, of teaching people to sew and to grasp it. It's the reason I have my pattern fitting course that just wrapped up. It's the reason I do all of my digital classes, my sew-alongs, any of the tutorials. It's that I want to empower people to have this same feeling, not only to be able to tackle this craft, but also to have that end result of sewing wins that just make you feel not only so proud because you made that, but also did you feel good? Like you feel good in what you made because it looks good, because you were able to tailor it exactly to yourself. That's my soapbox. But one of the things that I feel like is so wonderful about sewing for others is that you can bestow this gift on other people. Whether it is family members, so this is a shirt for my daughter, a shirt for my son, whether it's a close friend, although for me to sew for you, it needs to be a very close friend, a sister, a brother, an aunt, a mother, a father, whoever it is, a loved one that you are thinking about sewing for. I think it makes really great gifts, and you're also giving them the gift of a garment that can fit them really well and that's in the colors that they want to wear and the styles that they want to wear. It's kind of a gift that goes beyond what you can buy in a store, even though you're going to spend a ton more time making them something as opposed to just going to the store and buying them a button-up shirt. But the question often arises is that, okay, how do you sew for our loved ones and get the fit really well? Well, I cannot stress enough the importance of learning really great fit, and it really does start with yourself. Learning how to fit your own body, learning how to read wrinkles, that sort of thing goes a long way towards making some really beautiful garments, and it's going to teach you not only about fitting in general, but also a lot about your own body. So that's a great place to start. Obviously, if you're sewing for the younger the person that you're sewing for, the easier they are to fit, because all of us are just rectangles until a certain age, and then then the curves start coming in, and then it gets a little bit trickier. But yes, the younger I feel like the person you're sewing for, the easier it is. So maybe it's not even going to be a fit issue. Maybe it's, if you're sewing for a 5-year-old, it's just making something fun in a fabric that they really, really love. But as we get into older ages where fit actually starts to become a little bit of an issue, some ways that we can figure out fit and move forward with confidence without having to maybe make a lot of test garments are finding a pattern company. And again, these are for people that you really love. I mean, you're only really sewing for the people that you really love, right? Like, you're not sewing for your coworker. You're not making a button-up shirt for your coworker. And if you are, they're probably paying you and you've done fittings with them. But sewing for our family members, it's really about finding those pattern companies that fit their body really well. So you've had success in making garments for them. And once you have, or even determined what the fit adjustments are that you need to do for that loved one, chances are once you figure that out, you can go that pattern company's catalog, make those adjustments on all of their patterns with really great success. It may not be perfect, and let's be honest, perfection does not truly exist. So we are just going for really great. You're going to get a really great fit and a really great finished garment by starting off in these ways. For instance, this is the tropical shirt by Wardrobe by Me. I've actually made this shirt for him before, so this is a little bit of a cheat, but this is a pattern company that I have made for him quite a few times. I know what size he needs. He's in a size small now, which has not been the case. He's growing, and he still is growing. But I know that we outgrew the extra small shirts. We just had to donate that, and now it's time to go up to the size small. I also know he has a very long torso, so I need to add a little bit to the length of these so that it hits him where he wants to hit on his body. Even though he's only 5'9", he has a very long torso, short legs. So I have to do a little bit of lengthening or shortening if I'm making him pants. But I've had really great success on both bottoms and tops from Wardrobe by Me for him. So I know that is a safe pattern company to choose for a gift that I am making for him. With my daughter, we'll talk more about what I've made here in specifics here in a second. For my daughter, this is the Charm Patterns Marlene blouse, and it is one of their newer Patreon patterns. I'm part of the Charm Club because they fit my daughter so well, and they are so well drafted, and the details on them are really, really good. Again, we'll talk more about the details of each of these here in a second, but I did her prom dress out of this, and I know that she is the size 6 with the G cup. It's not the largest cup size. It's one up from that. I can't remember now what that is. But the size 6 with that cup size, and that fits her perfectly, and I don't have to do any other alterations to that, since being 19, lovely. Other than, she is very busty, so I could not buy her a button-up shirt in any kind of store. But another thing that she loves about Charm Patterns that I do too is that they do a lot of waist detailing, which is a part of her body that she does like to highlight. She is an hourglass and loves to highlight her waist. So I know that this is going to be a great fit. She'll be able to tuck this into pants. She could wear it out if she wants to, but likely she'll be tucking this into pants. Also, this does come up to the regular waist. Remember, she's very busty, so her bust will be filling a lot of this space out, causing all of these pleats to come up to the actual waist. She also has a very long torso though and shorter legs. But because she's so short, usually we can get away without any kind of adjustments here on the Charm Patterns. So that is, I think, a big part of it when we are sewing for our loved ones, maybe finding a pattern company that just works really well for them, and then being able to surprise them with things that, that we don't have to try it on to them to start. So, at some point you probably don't want to go just right off the bat and say, okay, I'm going to make my dad this shirt. when you've never sewn for him before and try to keep it as a surprise. I think it might be better if you do start off by testing the waters a little bit. So this works great once you have some people that you have sewn for in the past and then know exactly what you need to do to make the things fit them as best as possible while still being a secret. We also have a class for that. It is finding pattern companies for your shape. I always get the title of that wrong. Anyway, it's one of our mini courses. I'll leave it linked down below. Just ways that you can maybe identify, even for just yourself, but also if you're sewing for other people, pattern companies that maybe draft a little bit closer to your own body shape or your own measurement ratios. Pattern companies usually have very wide size ranges, but maybe you have not as much of a, not as large of a waist to hip ratio as charm patterns, but maybe it's more in line with like itch to stitch patterns, which is the case for me. I don't have very much of a difference between my waist and hips, so I like pattern companies that have less of a difference between waist and hips on their size chart. Can I grade? Of course. But it does make things just a little bit easier, and you just have a little less fitting issues when you can find some of those pattern companies that fit you just a little bit easier off the bat. You can fit any pattern company to your body, but some are just going to take more work than others. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about these shirts, and I wish I had them to show them actually on their person, but just watch this space. We'll probably put a short up when I see them again at Thanksgiving, get some video or something of them in these, and I can post this. So this is, like I mentioned, the Wardrobe by Me tropical shirt. It is made in actually a quilting cotton from Style Maker Fabrics that I bought, like back in February. Intending to make, he wanted this, but intending to make him a shirt for this past summer. And it's been cut out since like May and sitting in a pile. And this took me, I think, 1 hour and 20 minutes to sew. So I don't know why. And I told him, I was like, well, I finished that shirt for you. And he's like, great, it's November. And I'm like, well, you can try it on for me. We'll get some pictures and then I'll hang it in your closet until it's wearable again next summer. But one of the things this shirt is on a mannequin with boobs. He does not have boobs. It's not fitting this mannequin very well. But I am very pleased with the print matching that we've got across the front of this shirt. It all goes very well. And actually I have a class for that too on print matching your garments, also in the store. It's all on our website, tomcatstitchery.com. Anyway, this one was one that he wanted to, we put both pockets on it. It's a convertible collar, like I said, so there's no collar stand. Use these cool like bamboo buttons that I had in my stash that are vintage. Made the size small and I lengthened it a little bit at the waist, like not a ton, but like, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch or something, because he needs a little bit more length. But I do know that this pattern company fits him so well that I am pretty confident that this is going to fit him really, really well right outside the box. Again, I've made quite a few different Wardrobe by Me patterns for him with great success. So feeling good about this one. This one is the, like I said, the Marlene Blouse by Charm Patterns. Guys, this is... If you're someone that likes some vintage details, my daughter does not dress vintage, but she likes these silhouettes of that Gertie drafts for. So maybe some of those like more 1950s styles. This is probably a little bit more 1940s even, but she loves to showcase her waist. Again, hourglass figure. She picked this out, that she wanted to do this blouse. This is a purple shirting that I just had in my stash, cotton shirting. But what is so cool about this pattern has got sleeve heads in the top. That there's a pattern piece for it and everything, which is a little piece that gets folded and gets sewn in and gathered. So it gives this puff sleeve a lot of puff. Very cool. It's got these beautiful pleats or release pleats here at the waist that release up into the bust, so there's no bust darts. But again, I think this is going to fit her really well. We've got a yoke with some gathering here, so it's just a really beautiful finished feminine top, which she does really enjoy. And I finished off the hem with a silk necktie that's cut on the bias for the bias tape there. And then I had these little flower buttons, vintage flower buttons in my stash. I had 5 of them, and that's what I needed for the front of the shirt. So that worked out really well as well. And should have given that a better press. Again, I need her boob in it to make this fit really, really well. But she is excited to wear this tucked into pants or jeans back at school. So again, she does not dress vintage. That's not really her style, but she loves the vintage details, which is why I keep my Gertie Patreon because there's a lot of those patterns that she would like me to make for her. And she likes to style them a little bit more modern. So feeling very good about these two gifts for my children for the holidays. Again, like I mentioned, I've got 2 shirts still cut out for my son. He needs to actually wear those to some events this Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I actually need to get those sewn up. Those are not going to be gifts. I just need to get those sewn up here sooner rather than later. But yes, it is an absolute joy for me to be able to sew for them. You know, I was a busty teenager as well. And I know the struggles that I dealt with in shopping for clothes, and being able to give my daughter the gift of, yeah, you want to wear a button-up shirt? I can make one that fits you, is, I think, probably one of the biggest gifts that I can give her. And that ability to love her body, because she's never had to fall for the lie that was her body and not the clothes, because it was her body not fitting in the clothes. She just knows it, not her body, it is the clothes. And being able to give her that gift of loving your body, I think, especially as a female, is probably one of the biggest gifts that I can give her. And it gives me great pride to be able to make stuff for her that, my son is easier to fit, but to make stuff for her that she can wear and love, and that's unique, and she can showcase her personality and be the person that she was meant to be. So again, I can make unique stuff for him too. He's easier to fit. I mean, he is a rectangle. His lower half is harder to fit. He's got the waist of a toddler, but then a soccer butt. So pants are more of a challenge with him. But shirts, easy peasy. Anyway, there you have it. I hope this gives you some inspiration to do some sewing for maybe some of your loved ones this holiday season. But don't stress yourself out. We need to be enjoying the holiday season as well. But maybe give you some inspiration to do some sewing for those that you love, those really special ones here in the future. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. Hope you get some sewing in this week. Like I mentioned, I've got quite a bit of sewing to do. So I'm going to get my machines going and get a couple shirts cut or sewn as well. They're already cut out. Get those sewn, as well as a couple of other projects I've got on the hopper as well. So wish me luck. You get some sewing in. And until next time, happy sewing. I'll see you on Friday.